Okay, friends, we need you to call us at 833-390-KRBE and tell us about the highs and the lows of your weekend. We're calling it Weekend Cheers and Jeers. A cheers to the weekend, or was it
could be
jeers
things
to the
that are
weekend?
simple. It could be things that were, complicated.
Monumental. Now, Eric, I check the listener line constantly, and I'm going through it, and I vetoed this one call because it was really, really long, and the voice was very strange.
And why are you telling us this on the air?
Why are you saying that?
Oh, because
Why are you telling
don't
us
we
this?
have her?
That is the most awkward
God,
way
why
to
would you-
introduce somebody.
That
Are you
is so
crazy?
mean.
Hey, listen,
Why
she
is
called
that
Listener Line and
mean?
she sucks.
Yeah.
So we're not going to air her
No.
call, but here she is live. That's basically what you just said.
Now I can't take this person.
That's-
Oh,
vibe.
yes. No, it was like
No,
a
I'm
strange
absolutely
story.
not going to put her on the
No.
air because she
Why?
doesn't know which one she is, and I'm not going to humiliate her now. Let me
That is
let me
the most.
just point
That is
out
the most asinine thing I've ever heard you do
Oh.
ever. Why would you say that?
Oh my God, Ryan! Why would you say that?
Those were supposed to
Now I
be
want to
inside
touch her.
thoughts, not outside thoughts.
But now I can't. No,
It's
Inside
because
voice,
don't
Ryan.
take- just-
Yeah.
you're saying my
Inside voice.
inside voice
Yeah, that was
should have
rude.
stayed inside. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Let me tell you my jeer.
because it's what happened to her is interesting.
But now we can't talk about it because then she'll be embarrassed because we know that we're.
No, she doesn't have to be embarrassed. I
Of
should be
course
the.
she is.
I'll
You
be
just
the
set
one.
it up by saying she's
I'm the one
long-winded
embarrassed.
and
I
her
will touch
voice
her real
is
quick.
weird.
Because I made an idiot of
I
myself.
think her
my
voice
God.
is because she had surgery. Basically, I'll tell you in a nutshell.
Okay, what happened? What?
When I talked to her, she said something happened on Friday. She had to
Okay.
go to surgery. When she woke up, she said to her family she wants to go see us at the road show in Galveston, take photos with us.
Oh, wow.
And they go, that was yesterday. She was out till Sunday.
What?
So if something happened, whatever the surgery was,
from Friday to Sunday.
she had a
She
bad
didn't come out
reaction. She didn't come
anesthesia.
out of it till Sunday.
Oh, my God.
And she thought she was just going for Friday for a few hours, then come see us Saturday.
So the jeer of her
Okay.
weekend was that she missed the road show
Yes.
because the anesthesia.
You can
she
say
didn't
hi to
shake
her.
Out of it. Well,
I
Sure,
will
I'd
apologize.
but her voice is
right-
probably hurting
I
because
will
she had surgery
apologize right
just
now.
like a few days ago.
yeah, and when
Okay.
you go under and they put that tube in your throat gets dry. So
Right.
maybe she had a
Oh,
cracky
that
voice.
does hurt.
Is it
Is
Andrea?
it Andrea or Andrea?
It's the Andrea. It's Andrea.
Andrea.
Andrea, first of all, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I apologize. That was
You
really
did not
crappy.
hurt my feelings.
It was
I know
crappy.
I sound horrible.
No.
But what happened was I went for ETG and I had an allergic reaction to the anesthesia. And I had a seizure and stopped breathing. So they had to put a tube down my throat. While I came out of the seizure, I snatched the tube from my throat and I damaged my larynx and pharynx. So when I woke up, I told my daughter that I was like, come on, we have to take pictures with my husband, Eric. I was under anesthesia. We have to take pictures with my husband, Eric. His name was like, who's Eric?
Oh, my gosh.
Eric was your husband.
What? Did you mean me?
Yes. I said, with Ruler and Ryan and Eric in Galveston, they're doing the live show. And I love raw feed. And I even have my job now listen to the secret sound. We've been trying to call in. We've had all of them corrected except for we thought it was frying bacon, Ruler. We
Oh, yeah,
thought
the
it was
frying
Oh,
bacon
yeah,
one.
that did sound like frying
So you
bacon.
woke up on Sunday thinking it was Saturday.
I woke up on Sunday thinking it was Saturday.
Oh,
and
my
I said,
gosh.
I just got home this morning. I said, y'all were talking about it. And I said, oh,
You missed it.
I missed it.
Are you,
Andrea,
are
let
you
me-
still
let
at
me-
the hospital right now?
No, she got
She
She's
said
home.
you're home.
Wait,
'cause-
Andrea, let me ask you, what did they tell you about your voice? Is it going to recover over time? Because that's like one of my nightmares. That's one of the things you sign the risk factor sheet on. That you're going to go under, that you might lose your voice, your larynx might be affected.
Damaged.
Like your voice, your vocal cords might be damaged. So they tell you that this is going to last for a long time?
I have to go back because they're going to have to look through it in at an ENT
Okay.
Okay.
doctor and go in there and see what all was damaged because I'm definitely not going to go back under anesthesia. I don't want
understand.
that.
Scary.
Yeah.
Because I
no.
don't.
Oh, my
No,
God.
Can you,
even if it was a basic procedure, to see about Gertz. This is some things that y'all talk about. You go under one thing and you find another. Well,
Yes.
Went to the doctor for this.
They caused another.
my God.
Well, I'd love for you to come up here so we can see you.
But
I miss you guys. I'm the one who called about to see if I still had the job or not when the girl called the police on me.
Hired under desired.
Oh, hired under desired.
She called for hired under desired.
For her life.
Well, I don't want you to talk too much because I know it's...
I know.
But can
Could be hard.
you don't hang up off the air? I want to get some information because I would like to bring you a little care package. You just, if you can tell me
You'd like
where
to
you're
pay
at.
the rest of your mortgage on your house.
Yeah.
I don't have that much.
Pay for the surgery.
Vince Daddy's
I'd
come
like to
through.
bring you like a gift basket, some flowers, all those kind of things. I'm so sorry.
I'd like you to come up here too when you feel comfortable. Hold on,
Yeah.
because
that'd
Maud's
be
not here
nice.
till tomorrow, so we'll get you
And you know why
information.
this is hitting me so hard? I hemorrhaged my vocal cords in 2007. And I remember when I was trying to talk, the doctor said, you really, from this second on, you are not saying a word. You are not humming. You are not saying a word. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, but that's what I do for a living. And he made me wear these buttons that said, I want to talk. My doctor won't let me. And he said he would only let me talk on the radio. Like, he'd let me do my job if I promised that I wouldn't get high, like too high pitched. And I had to really take breaths. And I remember struggling on the air those days when I had hemorrhage vocal cords. The way she's breathing, the way she's
That's hard.
like, there's something about our voice box when it's compromised, you can't breathe well. It
Remember we
was
had you
very hard
typing?
to breathe while I talked.
You couldn't talk that one time for 2 weeks on our show. You had to,
Yeah, and we did the Robo-Rula.
yeah.
It was
Hey, take
crazy.
Gabby on line
I
5
remember
because she's
that.
got something that a lot of us get excited about on a
Cheers
good
and Jeers
weekend.
of the weekend. Hi,
Okay.
Gabby. Good morning. Welcome to the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
Hi,
Hi.
Gabby.
Yeah.
What happened to you over the weekend?
Hey, I got a new car.
That's always fun.
Is it your first car ever or just a new car? Because that's always exciting either way, but first cars, it's
It's
different.
not okay. So it's new. It's new to me because it's a 2019 used Lincoln. But my last car was legit gaslighting me, haha, and it just was not wanting to work. It wanted to work when it wanted to, and I was like, yeah, I need a new car. But I paid it out of my own money, my own pocket, and I'm like, yay,
Good
car.
job.
That's a good feeling.
I'm telling
that.
you, man, that new
Yeah.
car, especially when you buy it yourself, you're like, wow.
And you're
I'm an adult
very
now.
hypersensitive. You don't want to get a door ding. You don't want somebody running into you.
You can't eat in it for a while.
Yeah.
Nobody eats in this car.
And then you take it and get it car washed all the time. And then slowly but surely.
Life takes over.
Yep.
And you just live.
And I would like to know,
And then a toddler throws his pouch everywhere in
Right.
the back of it.
right.
Oh my
It's
God.
crazy.
Or the
Hey, at
milk.
least, Sam, the worst ever. I had this tan interior, and my daughter was maybe 2. She's like, "Daddy, I'm drawing." I'm like, "How are you drawing? I didn't
Yeah,
give you
no.
paper." And I look up, and she's with crayons drawing a mural on the roof of the car.
These
Oh.
kids are wild.
That would not be cool.
Wild.
No, that's what kids do.
I took my car to get washed, and the man at the car wash, his name is Kevin. He's a big fan of the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric. And I said, don't judge me for my car. I have 3 children. And we found ridiculous things under the mats. I was like, and every husband that has his car and ever gets in your wife's car and says, gosh, your car's so messy.
Uh-huh.
It's because we're the ones that are always driving them around the most.
Yeah, but why do you have to
Yeah.
have tissues and
Yeah.
then water bottles stuffed on the side? Just throw it away.
Oh my
When you
God.
get out when you get gasoline, that's when you can clean your car out.
yeah. Yes,
I
the
like when
pockets
Mark
of the
gets the
doors.
gasoline. I feel like I'm like a little princess.
Will you run it right down to the
No,
fuel line and then have him fill it?
Very rarely happens, but if it does, I'm like, or sometimes I'll be like, why don't you take my car? Oh, you're gonna go to the gym? Why don't you take my car?
'Cause you know it
To
needs
try and
gas.
hit because it needs gas.
Oh. Have any of y'all
when I
ever
always
feel
run
like a
out
little
of gas?
princess.
No,
and
when
I
I
don't
left
have to.
Galveston, I had 63 miles of gas in my tank, and I thought, oh my God, wait, am I going to make it?
You gonna make it?
Hold on, wait, that's a little close.
Yeah, I
was
would have
like,
filled up. Did you fill up before you left
I
the
did.
island?
I did, because I was
yeah.
thinking, I could probably ride this
No,
all the
but
way.
with traffic in
No,
Houston,
no,
I would
was like 63
never.
miles of
Like, I don't
gas is
see-
not enough in the
I don't
tank.
see a lot of Tesla charging stations around Galveston. Do they have a bunch, or do they, or
I
just
thought there
electric?
was some in at Buc-ee's, but that's not really in
I'm saying,
Galveston.
like,
but
if you're
other
staying
way
there-
I
around.
stopped off at
Yeah, I
that
don't
Buc-ee's
know.
on the way back
Well, if you're on the
because I
island-
was just like Rula. I was running low on gas.
Yeah.
Have you ever run out of gas, Eddie?
Brian, we got to take calls here. We got to take one more.
No, I have never.
It's the listeners' time to shine, people.
Valerie is on the line. Hi, Valerie. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So tell us about your weekend. Was it high or low? Cheer or jeer? What happened?
It was very high. So Saturday morning, I did my first 5K that I haven't done in years.
Oh,
and I finished it in less. It was a San Jacinto Battleground 5K.
Nice.
They do it every year.
Oh, the San
So I finished that in less than an hour, then went to work. And then we also found out my daughter she went to Sam Saturdays at Sam Houston University.
Okay.
She met with her advisor. She's a senior in high school. So
Okay.
she found out that this time next year, she will be a junior at Sam Houston University.
What?
Whoa!
That many hours she has accumulated in high school? She's missing two whole
She
years
started
of college?
as a junior?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah, so
crap.
it's great. She's
Whoa.
going to graduate high school with an associate,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
all these credits are transferring over, which is amazing.
Oh my God,
That
that
is
saves you so much
amazing.
money.
Oh, I was going to say that. But
That saves you so much
you want
money.
that college experience if you want
But she's
that.
still going to get 2 years.
Yes.
Do you still? Are you
That's
still
why people stay for
classified?
5 years because it just is
Yeah.
so much fun.
Yeah.
Your senior year, you're not really
Yeah.
flunking out. You're just wanting to stay again.
Yeah.
Wow,
Good
that's
extra year.
really unbelievable.
That is pretty cool.
You're a
I've
child
heard people
prodigy.
like go in.
Yeah, your daughter's
you
a
know,
genius.
Yeah, I've heard people going in with like freshman hours almost covered, but all the way to the junior year.
That's
That's
insane.
I've
impressive.
never heard of that.
What's your daughter's name, Valerie?
Her name is Milani, and she's on her way right now to San Jacinto because she has classes this morning, and then she has classes at LaPorte High School after 12. So hopefully she's listening right now.
What a go-getter.
Maloney,
Yeah.
congratulations! Yay! Yeah. Okay, good. Well, if she doesn't hear it right now, you can always hear the podcast later, and she can hear her big loving shout out. Big hug from the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric. Thanks so much for sharing that news.
Thank you.
All right, honey, take care.
Take care.
Aw.
That's got to make you feel so proud as a parent.
Yeah, and the highs
That's
for
a lot
us.
of work.
Speaking of podcasts, guys, if you missed what happened in Galveston when we were at Moody Gardens Hotel for the Rafi Live in front of an audience, you can find that on podcast too. That's the whole reason we did that. That's our podcasting live. We podcast live that day. We
Yeah,
did not broadcast live.
I've done that
day.
before.
Right. So it's going to be really good. Now, coming up next, we're going around the table.
I have the day that you can call in sick, and it works. This day. If you call in on this
Like
day.
most believable day.
Yep.
It's
This-
a
call in
done
sick.
deal.
Yep. Research even tells you this is the day to call in sick.
Unless
The
we
science
all
has
call
spoken.
It's
in.
not Monday.
Why don't
and it's
we all
not
call
Friday.
the same day?
We're all going to be doing this tomorrow.
The science has spoken. Find out why. Why is this the best day to call in sick? Next on the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
Another winner? Cha-ching, cha-ching. Or an even bigger jackpot.
104.1 KRBE's Secret Sound.
It is brought to you by Shell Federal Credit Union, and we are up to $1,040.
Whoa, that's a big
on this
jackpot.
sound.
Yeah.
Yes. Every secret sound starts with $104, and every time there's an incorrect guess, we add $104 to it. We ask you to be caller 104 at 833-390-KRBE. That's the first hurdle. The second one is guessing the sound for the money. So we're going to get to caller 104, let caller 104 hear it on the phone, tell caller 104 the wrong guesses, and see what happens. Because the last thing we want is for somebody to guess the wrong answer twice. That's why we want to make sure you know the wrong
All right.
guesses. Hi, Erica. Welcome to the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric, your caller 104.
Good morning. All right, this is half the battle, being the right caller.
All right. So we are going to play this down the line for you, Erica, so you can hear how it sounds in your phone. And then we're going to tell you the wrong guesses. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm
All right.
ready.
All
Here
right,
we
listen
go.
to this sound. Okay, one more time. And here's what it is not, Erica. Don't say these guesses.
It's not a bird, a squeaky door, a dolphin, a swing, a duck call, a squeaky hinge, wine cork, squeaky bed, or an alarm. These are not correct, Erica.
Okay, so Erica, for $1,040, what is the secret sound?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I had just called in. My goodness. Not like a fire alarm.
A what? A fire,
Fire
alarm?
alarm.
No. Actually, that's a good
No.
point, because you know how it makes that
Yeah.
weird
Oh,
noise in a
yeah.
hotel?
When the battery's out and it's bleeping.
No, I
No,
think
no.
the actual alarm, like
Wait a minute.
sometimes when it goes off. Not like, I don't know, something like a bit slow.
Yeah.
No, that's not it,
No.
Erica. It's not a fire alarm. But
I'm
now we
sorry.
add another $104 to the pot, so it's $11.44.
So try again.
The next time you try to call and be caller 104, it'll be worth $1,144, and there's no stopping you from trying to guess every single time. Thank you so much for trying, Erica. Have a great day.
you. Bye.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
All right. So if you want to know,
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's okay. Just real quick, I want to say text secret to 37530 if you want to know the times that we're going to play it next. Okay. So there we go. Secret to 37530.
It's time for the round table
really want this
round,
in.
going round the table, round, round.
With Eric.
All right. Yeah, pull up a chair, Eric. What's your story?
Mine's really fast and simple, but I don't understand why they picked Tuesday as the day to call in sick. The research says, but it's more important to me the time
Okay.
to call in sick.
The science has spoken. The best time to call in sick is
6:38 a.m. precisely. You have to do it
Wow.
at 6:38 is when you have to call in sick. They said to do this, it dispels any suspicions of,
premeditated.
you're partying
sick
out.
day.
You call it 7.
okay.
Say you work at 9. You call it like 8:30. It's like,
And if you're up
they
at
don't believe it, but
6:38, then you woke up for work and you realize,
yeah, you're not showing
I
up
can't
late.
come.
Yeah, 6:38. You're at home still. Oh, I got the stomach problem.
Is
It's a
that what
bug.
it is? They
Yeah.
say go with the stomach problem?
Yeah, it's a stomach problem. Is
Nobody
is
wants.
number
That's
one.
what we
Yeah, you don't want a guy coming into work who's got diarrhea.
Because they're not doing any work. They'll be in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's awkward. And so stomach problems, 6:38 in the morning is when you got to call in.
I wonder how many people will do that tomorrow.
Yeah, see,
Oh,
Charlie,
sure, Bob. Sure, you have a stomach ailment.
what if you do, though? And then your boss heard us, and they don't believe you.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
man.
This is going to start happening now. The rodeo's starting tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Tamara
yeah.
Reba's here.
People
So
be
maybe she's
just-
here already.
so
but-
They'll be
Wednesday.
stepped on, and they don't want to go into work.
I mean, that would have been more like, this is why the cook-off ends on Saturday, not Sunday. Because people be stepped on today
Oh, absolutely.
if there was cook-off
you
yesterday.
wouldn't go to work.
You definitely have stomach problems.
And the cook-off,
All
I
that
gotta,
meat?
Yeah.
I gotta give a
Beer?
shout out to every single person who organizes the World Championship Barbecue Cook-Off, because I've been before and it's been a while. But the last time I went, the last couple times I'd gone, it was more like every reveler in Houston who's going there, right? But this time, yes, I was a reveler, but I also saw the behind the scenes of what makes these tents happen. And I feel like it's
takes a village.
underappreciated what people are putting into it to make this the event that it is. And I'm talking about like personally for their friends. Like a lot of these tents are sponsored by, let's say, a company or a group of people get together and people take their vacation days for the cook-off, not to party, to make the tent go. Like for you to party, they're on their vacation days because it's like fun for them. It's like a whole family thing.
How's it work
like,
though? They say world, so they got people coming from all over the world
The
to cook
World
for a certain
Championship.
tent. Like they find a tent and they say, "I'm gonna," or they just
I need to
apply.
find out.
I never understood how
So
that
they're
works.
not all Houstonians. They come from all over
Well, it
the
said
place.
World Championship. What,
Yeah, but I got to find out how do you, because not every tent has a cook-off team that is entering, I don't think. I'm not sure on that. And not every tent is making their own barbecue.
Right,
They've
correct.
contracted out the barbecue
Catering.
team for their tent. And some tents don't have food. Like my nephew had come in from North Carolina for this, and he went to visit some friends, and one of the tents he went to did not have food. And that happened to us. I think our first or second year we'd gone to the cook-off together. Eric, didn't we go to one that didn't have food?
yeah, like what?
Just alcohol.
Well, or like, yeah, they just had
They
like
just
a
got the
couple
booze,
beer
I
or
guess.
something.
I was fine with that when I used to go.
It's about the booze, but I'm like, God,
Yeah.
give me some food, though. It's dangerous.
And,
Drinking
and
no
some
food.
of the ones
Like to
are
live life.
like, and like I was talking about at the Raw Feed Roadshow in Galveston, I was talking about Ronnie Killen from Killen's Barbecue. He's really there for the craft of it. He did not have a tent that was like live band and all that. He had some food and drink, obviously, for his invited guests, but he was there for the craft of it because he's really actually trying to win it.
Got it.
Not that they're not all
By the way,
trying to
people
win
are
it, but-
texting their they say 3:15. I set my alarm so I can call in sick.
Oh, nice.
3:15
Somewhat
a.m.?
believable. Yeah, they call. So they're partying.
Well, if
till
you leave
2.
a text and then they wake up to the text, hey, I'm not coming in, because so many people will just do it via text, like I'm sick.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
smart.
because
And they can't do
I'm
it.
not gonna call my boss at like 4:00 to let her know that I'm sick. I'll text her.
No.
And do you leave voicemail in your boss's office to those listening who maybe have a corporate job? Like, would you calling in sick at 3:15? Is that you got to leave it on their voicemail at their desk at work, and then wait till they get in, and then get around to check in their voicemail to know?
Well,
that
the
they're
great
coming?
thing is, if
Yeah.
it's a
Send an
stomach
email.
virus, you don't have to ham up the voice like, oh, I can't talk. You just, because you talk normal. The stomach is
Just
not
go in the
connected to your
bathroom where
vocal
they can hear
cords.
the echo.
Oh, yeah.
Ew.
Here I am again.
Yeah.
Been in the
So-
bathroom all night.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
You're
like
really
Ferris
adding
Bueller
to
with the sound
this.
effects.
Yeah.
Bueller,
Yes, sir,
Bueller,
sound
Bueller.
effects.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to do this real quick. Eric, you are probably, out of everybody on the show, you're
Most
definitely
handsome?
on social media more than anybody else.
Yeah, I'm not really proud of that. 9 hours average a day.
9 hours. So there's a new
Get
study.
a job, bro.
I know.
It confirms that excessive use of social media leads to what experts are now calling brain rot. This refers to the negative effects of social platforms. It impairs our cognitive abilities, including reduced attention span, impaired memory, and even increasing levels of stress and anxiety in your life. Now, when they focus on Houston, in Houston, local television stations still remain the number one source of news, but it is statistically tied with social media like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Reddit.
So many people don't even know the news. They don't want to.
I don't watch network anymore.
Even network news I watch, I'm so bored by it. It's just like, all right, here's another killing. Here's a gang murder. Here's this. I'm like,
but here's what you're bringing to the table for your 9 hours of social media watching, Eric. There are a lot of people who feel out of touch on stuff because they're not dedicating 7 hours and 9 hours a day. And you let us know what's the thing.
Yeah,
what's trending,
what's happening.
Yeah.
You've had to suffer brain rot for this, but
I like it. I want to be.
Brain rot is only if it negatively affects him.
Yes.
It's not negatively affecting him.
If anything, I feel like I'm learning more because
Yes.
I know everything that's going on in the world in small doses. It doesn't.
I feel like maybe the younger you are, the brain rot would set in more because you take it more literal.
It is
Eric
hard to-
takes it with a grain of salt.
how do you break away from it? Like, when you know that you've
I
been
can't.
on it too long.
That's why I do 9 hours a day, even when I'm watching that
TV.
running
Like, but-
point show.
What's
Like
your
some-
stopping point?
This show was actually good, so I put the phone down for
It's
episodes.
such a good show. If you need something to watch
Turning
on Netflix,
Point with Kate Hudson on Netflix. I've not jumped on
But not
yet.
Turning Point.
Running Point.
Running
Running
Point. I'm
Point.
sorry,
Running
yes.
Point.
Like running point guard. Like you're running. I'm running point. She's the leader. It's
She's
basically
the leader. Basically,
Girl
it's all
boss.
instead
about
of Los Angeles
basketball.
Lakers, it's Los Angeles Waves, which actually makes more sense. There's no lakes in the,
But there are
that's
ways.
true.
but they got them from Minnesota.
That's why they're the
That's why they're
Lakers,
the
yeah.
Lakers.
Oh, there's like little Easter eggs then. I forgot that they came from Minnesota because the one player is bad, and she's like, "I'll send you to Minnesota."
Yeah.
Like,
Go
that's-
send you back.
Oh, that's
that's
cute.
funny.
No, that's fine.
By the way, to answer
cool.
your question,
Nice.
Eric, on text, people are saying yes, it is the World Championship Barbecue Cook-Off because there are teams from Argentina, Spain,
Wow.
Mexico, and Canada,
That's cool.
and other countries. And the International Committee is a very real thing. There are people who come from all over the world for this rodeo. They've heard about it. They want to be here.
Did
and
they
they're
bring the
hosted.
food? Did they bring their meat from their country?
I'm going to guess.
They got a suitcase
No.
filled with meat.
Well, yeah, they can send it like
They have to ship
or
it.
do they
and-
like just use our meat here and then use our.
Right, you can't guarantee it's going to be the same though. So
I'm just
that's
saying, like,
true. Yeah, no, I'm
just
saying,
because you're from
yeah.
Argentina, are you just
yeah, but that
seeing
Argentinian beef is like
Those cows aren't the same cows we
legendary.
have here in
Are
the
you using-
U.S.
because you're cooking with something might be different. I don't know. How's that work?
Well, somebody text us at
got your
37530
skills.
who knows this because I
Right.
don't have an answer for that.
Well, it's good that they have people from all around the world because you think about things like the World Series in baseball. It's really the American Series and
Yeah.
one
But we have world
Canadian
players,
team.
though.
That's
there
true.
are world
we
players
have the best
from
players from all over the
Japan.
world.
That's
yeah,
true.
we have the best players from all over the world for sure on the American baseball
Like NBA.
teams.
Yeah, there's basketball in Spain and Greece, but those
Yeah.
players, a lot of them, if they're good, they're already here.
Right. They get recruited and then they go back and they're kings in their land because they play for
Şengün
the
from
NBA.
the
Yeah.
Rockets, he goes back to Turkey and he said and the coaches said, yeah, it's weird. He's like a god there.
Worshipped.
Everywhere he go, he can't go anywhere without being noticed.
Şengün.
He's also almost 7 feet tall.
Well, that helps.
So that might make you stick
You don't
out
even
a
have to jump to dunk.
little. Yeah, you're, I
Just
know.
hop a little bit.
It's a little
Just
bit.
tap
Yeah.
it in.
A little jump.
Just tap it in a little bit. All right, coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, there was also another award show besides the Oscars. It was the Razzies. They still happen.
Oh, yeah.
And if you love The Godfather and you think that is one of the best films in the history of film,
boy?
because it is the American Film Institute is one of the best films, the director of that got a Razzie.
And any of you nerds like me that love wrestling, John Cena, can you believe what happened to him? I'm so in shock. I can't believe it. We've been talking about it all day on the little Twitter machine.
He said he's a vegan now, and Eric can't get past it. He
John
refused-
Cena, why would you do this to me and the
Not
kids?
vegan, John.
Damn you,
Not
John.
Vegan. He can never have you over now.
Oh.
How are you going to watch a Rockets game together? He doesn't want to cater to your menu.
He's married to a Persian girl. We could be best friends. He likes to drink bourbon too. So
No, you
John
are
Cena
John
would be
Cena.
me.
So
He's
you're
your
saying
role
is you
model.
are John Cena.
Yep.
All right, we'll give you some scoop next on the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric. It to you by Taqueria Sarandas. We're going to get right into the scoop. You know, last night there were some surprises. I didn't remember hearing any stories that Doja Cat would be performing at the Oscars last night, but she wore a Dripping in Diamonds.
She looked beautiful.
James Bond. She wore a Dripping in Diamonds dress to do a James Bond song, and they did this whole James Bond tribute.
I didn't know the
all
other
these
two
different
girls.
singers.
Wonder why?
One
Why
of
the
those girls
James
at the
Bond?
Grammys. Yeah, what was the big anniversary of
Because-
James Bond?
Because
mean-
basically they sold it to Jeff Bezos.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was.
it. Yes.
Barbara Broccoli. I just remember the name Broccoli. It sticks out.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're right. They own the franchise. And Conan O'Brien in his monologue did a funny thing about Jeff Bezos being at the Oscars. Did you see that, Eric? I know you missed
I
part
missed
of it.
the
I saw
Beginning.
that. That was funny.
It's like, oh, here's Jeff Bezos coming down the red carpet, and it was an Amazon box being
They delivered him.
and they threw it against the Oscar statue, like the big giant one on the red carpet. And then he goes, okay, let's go live to where Jeff Bezos is. Where's Jeff Bezos?
they come
he
back to
empty
him.
chair. Where's Jeff Bezos? Where? And they come back to the Ring door cam, and there's a porch pirate stealing the box.
They took him.
It's funny.
Yeah, so the Oscars happened last night. A big surprise, huge surprise that Demi Moore did not get the Best Actress Academy Award as everyone thought she would. It actually ended up going for Honora to Mikey Madison, who won the BAFTA, which I had not followed the BAFTAs to see who won that. And I knew Demi hadn't won it, but I thought, well, there's so much press. It was either going to be Demi or it was going to be Amelia Perez's actress, and neither one of them got it. Honora was up for 6 Academy Awards last night and won 5 of them. The only category that Honora did not win that Honora was nominated for was the actor for Best Supporting Actor for Honora. It was Kieran Culkin who won that category, so they almost went 6 for 6. And this is an independent film that nobody really, I mean, almost nobody had seen this. 50% of these, of America, 52% of Americans have not seen almost any of the Best Picture
I
nominees.
have not heard of most of them.
Right. So one interesting thing was, there's a lot of interesting things, but when they did the In Memoriam, it seems like there's been a lot of controversy every single year for the Grammys and the Oscars. People just can't be made happy, even for the Emmys. There's always some complaint about who got missed from the In
What
Memoriam.
I don't understand is how they will go out of their way to show, oh, this guy was a cinematographer for 30 years, and then they'll leave out like a major celebrity death, but they have to get the tech people in.
But remember, this is an industry thing, and a lot of those people in that room worked with those people
They all
that
paid
died.
they paid their dues.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they don't
they
get
made
the
the
glory.
film happen.
Their SAG, whatever their union dues.
Yeah.
Money wise, they should be up there.
So the snub, they say, the snub from the In Memoriam yesterday, of course, Gene Hackman just passed away, and he was in it. But Michelle Trachtenberg, who also just passed away, was not in it. Shannon Doherty was not included in it. Martin Mull was not included in it. Let's see, who else? Olivia Hussey, who played Juliet in the Franco Zeffirelli version
The
of
original
Romeo and Juliet. She was
yeah.
not in it. And Linda Lavin was not in it. And I thought, Linda Lavin, wait a
Alice?
second. Linda Lavin is in a new Hulu series that they promoted heavily at the end of the Oscars last night. And then when I saw that she was left off the In Memoriam, I was like, oh, wait, what? Linda Lavin is in that new Matt Bomar, Nathan Lane show they're pushing. So Hulu was pushing Mid-Century Modern. It's a series starring Nathan Lane, Matt Bomer, Nathan Lee Graham, and Linda Lavin. And it is where it is about, Ryan Murphy is doing it. It's from the creators of Will and Grace. And I think it's about a gay married couple. Linda Lavin is the mother-in-law, but she died in December of 2024.
So they
So
probably
obviously
filmed.
they filmed like the first season of this, I guess, and they were pushing that's going to start on. It's like the modern
So
day
now they have
Golden
to either
Girls.
recast or bring in a new character.
Oh, that's what it is. It's a modern day Golden Girls. It's best friends. It's Nathan Lane, Matt Bomer, and Graham who decide to live together after the death of a fellow friend in their Palm Spring residence with Linda Lavin, who's like the Sophia
Can't force
of the
it.
group.
Can't force it.
There's only one Golden Girls.
Yeah.
There's only one Golden Girls.
Don't even try. Just
No,
do something
I
different.
agree.
Yeah, and the other crazy thing is Diane Warren was up for her 16th Academy Award.
Wow.
Her 16th. And she lost again. It was Elton John that was up. He also lost to the song El Mal.
Who won?
The song from Amelia Perez called El Mal.
Those people that won it, I was so mad. When they went up there, she started singing for like 30, 40 seconds. I'm like, she was such an ego. There's 3 of them up there. The poor third guy didn't get a talk.
No
and say
talking.
thank you. Because these 2 idiots were doing a duet. Everyone's just like, narcissistic.
It was the film's
ass you
director
are.
who was
She
also in the
I
song.
was so mad. I was like, let the other guy get his glory. Let him talk. You don't have to sing. You look like idiots.
Well, it said that was one of the highs.
That was not a high.
When they took the stage with a song in their heart, harmonizing happly as the orchestra
No,
began to play the
All the
music.
Eric
You're very
thinks
fired
that.
up about this.
Because I
Yeah.
just know how it is. If you've got 3 or 4 people, we went up there, we won an award, and you 2 were singing some damn song. I didn't get to say thank you to my wife.
You'd be mad.
Yeah.
I'd take that thing and be hitting you over the head
You
with
have
it.
nothing to worry about. I am never going to publicly sing, Eric.
Or win an Oscar. We're not going to win an Oscar.
here,
Don't
but yeah.
ever say
No. I'm just saying
Never
it's
say
just,
never.
just rude.
Okay, how about this one? Things that we didn't get to see on the Oscar stage, but happened on the red carpet stage. And if you missed the red carpet stuff, you missed it. When Adrian Brody won his first Academy Award in 2003, Halle Berry presented it to him because the previous year's Best Actress presents the Best Actor. And that's when he went up there and he was so shocked. He grabbed Halle Berry and he kissed her. And so everyone's like, oh my God, that was like crazy. And in the years since, they're like, well, did he ask her if he could kiss her? And that's, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so Halle
The
Berry
woke
was
world
on
was
the
trying to get him back then.
Halle Berry was on the red carpet, and she surprised him by getting him back on the red carpet last
She
night.
kissed him?
And she kissed him on the red carpet last night.
Oh, nice.
She looks,
Walking in.
She looks
so
fantastic.
good. What is,
She looked amazing.
She does not age.
she's like
she does
LeBron
not.
James because he spends like $1 million a year on his body.
Uh-huh.
Like, what does she spend to
Oh,
keep her-
wow.
She's just got good genes. I mean,
She
that
does.
No, I mean, her
woman
was
face looks
naturally
better. Her face
amazing.
looks even better, though. I'm just
Gorgeousness.
saying it's like
Yeah.
Her dress was it said broken mirror dress is what they're labeling it
Mm-hmm.
as. It had over 7,000 crystals.
But I saw Jennifer
Lord.
Lopez wear something kind of like that, and
Yeah.
I think, gosh, what was it? The Emmys or something? I feel like
Wow,
that.
she looks fantastic.
Yeah, she looks
Holy
amazing.
crap.
Ariana Grande had a costume change. I call it a costume change. It was a gown change because she was wearing this giant dress that I don't know how she fit in the chair to sit in the front row. And then halfway through the show, she changed into a black gown. I guess some of the bigger things. I mean, Demi Moore was dressed, very well because they thought she'd win the Oscar and she did not. It just was really I want to say it was fast because they started at 6, which I totally enjoyed. I love they started at 6.
They want to be done. They played American Idol. First
that's
season.
right.
Oh,
I'm
is
like-
that why?
Like, that's your big
part of that.
turn.
And real quick, let me mention this. The
John Cena?
Godfather is real quick. I'll do that. The Godfather is one of
dying.
the best films in the world. People all over the world think it was one of the best films ever. It's in the American Film Institute for the ages.
Number 2 is better.
Francis Ford Coppola was the director of that, and the Razzie Awards happened when the Academy Awards happened. And the Razzie Awards are basically the parody of the
worst.
Yeah, they're the worst. And Francis Ford Coppola won a Razzie for Megalopolis last night for the worst director. I don't even know what Megalopolis is,
I've never
other
heard
than a
of that.
city in Greece that I have to drive through to
the
get to
Driver
town.
was in that, right?
I don't know.
Adam Driver. It was the bomb. People said it sucked.
Oh, okay.
Well, he got worst director for that, Eric.
Just tells you word of mouth, man.
Who
when that
got
comes-
worst actor?
Had to be Joaquin Phoenix
Worst
said that.
actor was Jerry Seinfeld in
Oh, that stupid-
Unfrosted.
Oh, that Netflix movie?
Like that.
Terrible movie.
The Pop-Tart
And Dakota
movie?
Johnson had worst actress for Madam Web. Okay, so tell everybody that John Cena.
John
and what he
Cena,
did.
who everyone, kids love him. He's got the world record for most Make-A-Wish, granted wishes for Make-A-Wish
He's
Foundation.
a wonderful person.
He did a bunch that day on Saturday. Elimination Chamber is a big wrestling pay-per-view.
Okay.
It was not pay-per-view. It was on Peacock. He had a big match. He won it. He's going to WrestleMania against Cody Rhodes, so it's good guy versus good guy.
Okay.
But The Rock came out, and he wanted something from Cody Rhodes. He wanted his soul.
What?
The Rock?
But
Was The Rock
Cody
a villain
said,
in his wrestling days?
He's the final boss, so he's
Okay.
Yeah.
he's the bad guy. And he said, I want your soul, Cody. I'll give you everything. And Cody goes, F you. And so John Cena's like clapping, like, yeah. Then he went up to him, like, hugged him. And when he hugged him, his face went from smiling to like, and then you see The Rock do this, like with his throat.
The
like,
finger
take him,
across the
take
throat,
him
like
out.
slit his
And
throat.
then John Cena turned heel. He's now a bad guy. Kicked him in the balls.
Never
He
knew
went
the
down,
word was heel.
and for some reason, Travis Scott was there and helping him beat up too. It was the weirdest thing.
That
Like
is
Travis
so
Scott was.
strange.
in
Somebody
there.
should have beat up Travis Scott.
I know.
In the
Now-
wrestling chamber.
So, like,
See how
someone
he
just
fares.
texted. My kid was so upset. So many young kids love John Cena because he's, a hero to them.
Well, now
He's a
you
good
got the
guy.
storyline, his redemption. His road
Well,
to
this is-
redemption will
It
happen.
says John Cena's heel turn is the perfect final arc to his career.
Yes, because people wanted him to turn bad years ago, be a heel, but he finally did it. So it went nuts. It was number one trending over the Oscars and everything.
Wow.
Was this? Because think about it, it's worldwide. Like, I mean, I know Oscars is too, but people don't watch those movies. But us wrestling fans, we watch wrestling.
Wrestle.
Hey, yo. It's time for What's Going Down, in H-Town on the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
And we know it's not real, Ryan, but we love the drama and the storyline.
Hey, I'm not knocking it. If it makes you happy and it's fun, go for it. I mean,
Yep.
it's
Like
not
soap
hurting
operas.
anybody.
That's what it is. Okay,
Whenever-
go back to your Bravo show, Sam, because that's real.
It is. Those women suffer a lot, Eric.
Yeah, in their mansions.
Now, whenever we go to New Orleans, what's the number one food that you like? You like to get those beignets and what was that
No,
place?
I like to go to Mother's and get the crawfish po' boy or the fried shrimp po' boy or the fried shrimp
So
and oyster po' boy.
now,
Mother's.
New Orleans-based luxury dessert shop Sucre is actually going to open its first location in Houston, Texas. It's going to be this spring, 5404 Kirby Drive. They're known for French pastries like the macarons and the I don't even know.
Which part of Kirby is that? I'm always loved. You said a number. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
I don't know where
5404 Kirby Drive. Let me see where that's at.
And sucre is the word for sugar in French. En français.
Oh, really?
Sucre.
So they just doing sweets, or they're going to do some meats?
They're also going to do French-style desserts with Southern flavors. They're going to have a whole bunch of coffees. So it is really going to be more of that. Let's see. I'm finding 5404.
I'm bad with numbers, so
It's
I don't know.
21 minutes from us.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm
know, it's
Stu
like-
here, Siri.
Is the sign over there by
Look at the map and
River
see
Oaks
what's
Dodge over there?
closest
You have to come the
it.
whole way to Caribbean, and then
Yeah.
we'll give you directions on how to get there. But if you live anywhere else,
Is it
That's
like-
what we're doing now. We're
Is
going
it
to just
towards
tell you
River
how to
Oaks?
raise
Yeah,
it.
I'm
Towards
looking
River
for the-
Oaks area?
Oh, it's near Elmside.
What?
I don't even know where
Where's
that's
Elmside?
Oh, no, that's us. Sorry.
Elmside is right here.
I'm like,
Are
is
you
that our
okay?
I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, you
I'm
are.
trying to find the
You
cross
are.
street. Hang
If
on.
it's 5,000 block, I'm going to guess, I mean, I could be wrong, but like Little Cetos is Kirby and Richmond. Is
What's
it
their
like,
number?
oh, God,
What's
I
this
don't
place
know.
called?
It doesn't
Sucre.
I couldn't
matter.
even spell it, Sam. That's why I couldn't even
Is
help him.
Ryan getting paid by them to go this deep on this?
He's getting free beignets when they
Yeah,
come
that's
here.
it. I'm after the beignets.
It's near the Ben and Jerry's. Boom, there it
Okay.
is. Right
so
there,
it's
Ben and Jerry's.
Oh, it's over there by my
Going
Jersey
Going
Mike's.
towards actual Rice
Okay.
Village.
Yeah, it's Rice Village by my Jersey Mike's.
By Albans Road. Okay, there you go. Coming
You
up
heard my
next.
Siri come up on the air.
Elmside. That's where we're at.
Yeah, I forgot.